ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody asked me how I know.
Alright, welcome back. You must be getting excited. Must be wanting to get these objects moving around, and that's what we're going to do. So go ahead and close the room editor here. And if you want to start editing these objects to get them to move, all we have to do is simply double click on one. So let's double click on object player 1. And now you'll notice here we have something called events. So let's first look at what events are in this object. So we got like create, destroy, clean up, and step, alarm, draw, mouse, and all these actually kind of go into larger subsections that you can choose from. What we're going to be focusing on right now, we're going to look at key down, and then we're just going to be adding movement using WASD for player 1. So let's go to letters, and first one I'm going to add is D, and you'll notice that a code editor comes up. This is where we'll be editing our code. So now that I've added the key down in the events tab, our player can react to us hitting the D key on our keyboard. So when there's an event, an action happens. So now that we have the event, we can go ahead and program the action. So there's a couple of things. So say we want to move to the right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just put a little comment here, which is just a double slash, and actually let me increase my text size here. I believe it was F8. Let me see, yeah, F8. Okay, that's maybe a little too large, but I'll leave it like that for now. Alright, so the way a direction works is 0 is to the right, 90 is up, 180 is left, and 270, oop, forgot my comment signs, 270 is down. Alright, oh, and then I guess I'll do this too, and then 360 or 0 is back to the right. So it basically works in a circle. 0 is to the right, and then it basically just goes counterclockwise back to 0. Alright, so since we're on the D key, D would be right. So there's a couple of built-in variables that we can use to help our character move to the right. So first, we want to set a speed, and GameMaker keeps track of every object speed to their self. So and we can edit that speed simply by typing speed. And then what we want to do is hit equals, and I'm going to hit 4 and a semicolon. Now let me go over this really quick. Okay, so we're setting the built-in variable speed. We're setting it to, so we're making it equal 4. And how fast is 4? 4 is basically 4 pixels per game loop, which is a little confusing right now, but it'll make more sense as you go. And now GameMaker also keeps track of another built-in variable that we need to set, because right now speed for D, while pressing the D key, it doesn't tell GameMaker which direction we want to go. So GameMaker keeps track of that direction. The built-in variable, which you might have guessed, is called direction. And if we look at our little guide up here, 0 is to the right, so we're going to hit 0, semicolon. And you might be wondering why we're doing a semicolon after each command that we're putting down. That's so GameMaker can know that we are done with that section of code. So it doesn't run on to the next one. With these, it's not as important. You can actually take off these section or these semicolons, and it'll still work. But later on, it can get more confusing. So it's good programming habit just to do it after every command. All right, so we can go ahead and close this. And instead of typing everything out and doing it all over again, what we can do is just right-click, copy event. Is that not working? Copy event. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's working. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Duplicate event. We're going to go to key down, and this time we're going to go ahead and select A, which is to the left, and then we'll do it again. Duplicate event, key down. Let's do W, duplicate event, letters, and now S. Alright, so now we just gotta edit these. So A is to the left, and that is 180. S is down, so that'll be 270. W is up, so that'll be 90. Okay, that's it for movement. Let's go ahead and push play. And you're gonna notice something here. So when we push W, it starts moving. S, A, D. You're gonna notice two things. One, it doesn't stop moving, right? And this is just a basic movement system. We're gonna be going into much more advanced movement systems later on. And two, you're gonna notice there's no collisions. Alright, so let's go ahead and handle the issue of him not stopping. So let's add an event, and we're going to add a special event here called the create event. So the create event is special because this only happens once. It happens as soon as the object is created in the room, and then it never happens again. Alright, so we're going to use a little built-in variable again called friction. Now friction works just like it does in the real world. It slows things down. So let's add equals, and we want to use a small number. You can kind of test these values if you want, just kind of play around with them. But 0.2 I find usually works the best. And go ahead and close this, and we can close our object, run the game again, and now W, S, A, D. Our character stops, and you notice it has like a little drag, so it puts on a nice little effect for our character. And we'll work on collisions in the next video. For your challenge, I'd like you to try and get player 2 moving using the arrow keys. Alright, see you guys in the next video.